from the crossroads of America. We're at the center of Indianapolis, Indiana, as we get a look here at Lucas Oil Stadium. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an intra-conference contest between the Baltimore Ravens and the Indianapolis Colts. Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And here we go from Indy. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
19 Lions. 60 Vikings. 60 Vikings.
Richardson throwing to start out. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be blocked down at the 42.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Pass and catch got him 7. Let's see where they go now on 2nd and 3. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And it's just going to be a modest gain of about 4, but that is still enough to pick up the 1st down for him.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45.
Come on, come on. Cougar 19, 18, 19, 19.
Richardson now. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. They've got 2nd down. That's going to be something to watch as this game goes on, Brock. We know they like to take their shots throughout.
Yeah, and we know this league today, Kate, loves to play that umbrella coverage, right? Try to keep everything in front of them.
Yep.
The only way you're going to get behind them is to take shots like that one.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Check match.
Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. After the false start, some serious work to do, Brock. 2nd and 15. Richardson back to throw. He's going to be caught by Tyler Warren. Defense finally able to close on this after a gain of about 24. And that is a Colts 1st down.
A gain of 24 yards. That's good for a Colts 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Ready? 19, 18. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Straight ahead with Taylor. Down he goes after a pickup of about 12 yards. And it's going to be 1st down to Indianapolis.
12 more yards.
A nice early return there. They're going to be more than happy with that one, Brock. And could be a huge boost to their offense if this ground game can get going at this pace.
Every offense in this league searches for explosives. How can we find it? It's often through the air, but when you get it on the ground like that, boy, is it a huge bonus.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Out to his wideout. It's a screen. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Working quickly here.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 18-yard line.
18, 5 in. Warriors, 17.
Working on 2nd down. Richardson. Short pass brought in. Leading out of bounds here. Looks like he gained 4 before that. And that's going to be good for a Colts first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
First and 10 for Richardson. And that last completion is 4th of this opening series. He's only missed 1 so far. Shotgun, hand off to Taylor. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Here's Richardson on 2nd down. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Lost a bunch on that completed pass, and they're going to need a far better completion here. 3rd and long. Richardson. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Well, I know you love to call this the money down, Brock, and on that 3rd down, that pass rush just got paid.
Woo, look at you right there. That's their job. I mean, in the minds of those guys in the front 7, Kate, you've been around them your whole life. They know it. They don't want to rely on anybody else. They're secondary. They want to get home, and they did. Even if it's not a touchdown, we're happy to see the offense produce points in the first trip out there this season. And for a kicker, kind of nice to start 1 for 1 as well.
This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. He had him, Brock. Throw was on target. Gotta help your guy out early in the game, right?
Yeah, it's not on the quarterback. I think we can all see that. That was a catchable ball. But I've got a feeling he'll volunteer to take some of the blame anyway. That's just the way he's wired.
Second down. Here's Lamar. He puts some air under it deep down the left. Well, it would have been a big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. It sets up 3rd down. And I'm just going to assume, Brock, we're going to see a more aggressive defense here after the amount of points these guys gave up last week.
Yeah, that performance was not up to standard, but this looks a whole lot more like it attacking the pass. Not just playing the defense, but go knock the ball away.
Third and long. They're going to throw. They're going to take another shot. He's got it at the 30. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. The deep pass comes up big. 37 yards. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. Has some space inside the 15. And he's finally brought down at the 9.
On the carry.
And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a first and goal. Well, he's got his early highlights, Brock, but you know he wants to add a few more to that reel before this game wraps up.
There's no question about that. You want to get that century mark. That's a number that running backs are proud of, and stacking runs like that will sure help.
Throws caught. And in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Jacoby Lane. His first career touchdown in the NFL. How about it? And that one's got to feel good, Brock. Season off to an excellent start as these guys work to move past the disappointments from last year.
Yeah, I agree with you. They got a lot of goals in mind for what they hope will be a far improved season, and they showed up here ready to put them into practice right away.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. Now Richardson to throw. Looking slant route complete. And his effort after the catch gets him up near that marker. Gain of 9, Gronk at 2nd down.
It's a gain of
Offense
9.
up to the line
Brings up
fast.
2nd and a yard at the 44-yard
Richardson
line.
now on 2nd. And right back to him. This time the defense was ready. And that hit forces it loose. It's incomplete, and we've got a 3rd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Third and short yardage here, Richardson. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going, and that incompletion won't help.
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. Now Richardson on 4th down. He's got it to his running back. And the early decision to go for it is rewarded. He's got him enough for the first. This drive is going to continue.
And the Colts, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. 7-3 is our score. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this.
Okay, break.
Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Colts have the football. They've got a first to begin the frame.
18, count, 79 Broncos, Buffalo 18.
Throwing now, Richardson. Once more into the hands of Taylor. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory.
Taylor.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
2nd and 6 at the Ravens' 48-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Richardson. That's going to be caught by his back. Taylor. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Offense to the line fast.
15 yards. That's good for the Colts. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Richardson. this is going to wind up incomplete. Second down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Richardson now on 2nd and 10. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. To throw, Richardson. They get to him and they drop him. And that's going to knock them out of field goal range. That is Mike Green. And that forces this offense into a 4th and 20.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
4th and forever coming up.
Let's go now. 19 sight. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Trying to throw for it with Richardson. He lofts one deep, center of the field. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens set it up 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here. This is man, but his man does not have that football. He drops an easy one, Brock. It's 2nd down.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
On 2nd down, Jackson looking long again. Brought in inside the 20. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field. They waited a little extra second there, didn't they? Maybe a little bit of a talk to the other sideline, Brock, before they declined that call. That touchdown's going to stand.
All good and love in football. just to get a little penalty taken.
That one right down the middle. And the lead up to a much more comfortable 11 points now. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball over the 35 to begin this drive. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set 1st and 10.
19 Tiger.
Richardson now. Taken in by Pierce. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Coming off a 6-yard completion, here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Set.
Richardson fires quickly out wide. Tried to beat him with a quick pass, but not quick enough. That winds up as a loss.
A loss of 2 brings up 3rd down and 6.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Lofts it deep right side. Tried to float that one in, and defender's there for the interception. And the Ravens tap it as he records the first interception of his young career.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Mixon. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
So it'll be 2nd and long coming up, and that is on the other side of our 2-minute warning. More from Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Now Jackson. And they're going to get there and bring him down. That's just inside the 10-yard line. DeForest Buckner. And he is quickly on the board with his first of the season.
Defense's first sack of the game, kid. We can now see some of the negatives, the trade-offs of his great running ability. When he tries to create, well, he can find himself going backwards, and in this case, a really big loss.
3rd and long for him here. Just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost him. That is a safety.
Sometimes, simply as a quarterback, you can feel a defense. Right? You could just close your eyes and you can feel them. And I promise you, after that last sack, that defense was hunting. They knew what was on the line. They had a chance to go put points on the scoreboard. And that sack for the safety, it does just that.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Richardson back to throw. Downfield to Warren. He's got it. And this will stop just before the play reaches that 30-yard mark. Still a great game, Brock, and a new set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the red zone now. He's in trouble, not going to get away. They drop him at the 29. Trey Hendrickson. And he is quickly on the board with his first of the season.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Well, it is 2nd down, Brock, and they've got a full 24 yards to go here after that sack. Fine again following the sack. Richardson. Throw left side. Taylor has it. Out of bounds he goes after a gain of 8. It is 3rd down.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how. I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line. 3rd down. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Following the false start penalty, here's third down and longer. Richardson connects on the crosser. And he's going to be out of bounds, nowhere near that marker. That brings up fourth down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
The Colts are going to turn to their kicker, Spencer Schrader, for the field goal try. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's back to a one-score game now. The deficit is 6.
Hey, facing a deficit that's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room, they will welcome those 3 points and a little bit of feel-good momentum.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20.
At their own 35-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. There's the reach. They're going to force him out of play with a gain of about 12. And that's going to set up a Ravens first down.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
Lamar back to throw. Big play before they get to him. That one's going to pick up about 23. And that's going to bring up a Ravens first down. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So first and 10 now from the 30. Here's Lamar. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
It's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a third one's coming at some point.
Still working from the 30 as they line this up, second and 10. Quickly out to Collins. He's going to be forced out after he picks up about 19 yards. That is good for a Baltimore first down.
I just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, that really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
First and 10, around to Mixon. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they work quick.
Even though that run did not net them a first down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one, and when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
It's Mixon on second down. He's going to be taken down as this defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2. All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they can take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half. Tyler Loop after the Ravens to attempt this field goal. It doesn't get much easier than this. Loop knocks it through. And that'll make it a 2-score game.
We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Throwing here just before halftime. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he's going to be forced out, but a nice gain before he was on what's going to be the final play of this second quarter. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's going to begin with a mix and run. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I'm a more aggressive call on second.
Second down now, 7 to go. On the ground again with Mixon. And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D-tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, and knocked down that runner.
Throw here, 3rd down. And he let his man shoot much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are smaller. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Fair catch made here at the 30.
And taken. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And no shot at getting upfield after making this catch, so give him 1 on that short completion.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Richardson. This one's misplayed and falls to the ground. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Oh, and that's another one that should have been caught. Unforced errors just killing this series. That's going to bring up 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
4th down and 9, and look at this. The offense is still out there.
Let's go now. Pound the 40, 17.
And they're going for this. He connects downfield. And they've got themselves a new set of downs from the opposing side of midfield. Thanks to that big play on 4th down. Well, we all know teams are embracing this more and more, Brock, but boy, from your own side, on a play like that, you had better convert.
If your offense doesn't cash that check, it's your defense who's got to pay the bill. But they get it done, and kudos to them.
He's got Pierce. Stops there, but that gets them the first. A big gain before the defense got to him. Looks like about 22 yards.
22 more yards. That's another Colts first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now Richardson to throw. That'll be complete to Burks. And he's going to get there inside the pylon. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Deion Burks with his first NFL touchdown. Spencer Schrader on now for the extra point. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. They'll trail by less than a field goal now. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
Their own 35-yard line.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens set it up 1st and 10. Now it's Lamar. Has him on the quick hitter. And the stop is made. 1st down coming up. It's a gain of 11.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
First and 10 now from the 46. Now here's Lamar. Chased out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. And that's just a good call there. Not the type of lead or the down where you should be forcing anything. So, good call there to just get rid of it.
Yeah, this is called game management, right?
Yeah.
People get this bad perception of a game manager. He's a game manager. No, you should be a good game manager. And make sure you throw it away if nothing is there.
Throwing on 2nd, Jackson. Forced out to his right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
That may not look like much on tomorrow's grade sheet. It'll just be an S for satisfactory. That's a good decision. Nowhere to go with the ball. Don't put it in harm's way.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. And bring the tight end left. Here he goes. 3rd and long. This is a heater going deep. And he loses control, and that one's going to fall to the ground, Brock. Needed to bring that in. Instead, the mistake means it's 4th down.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out, how in the heck do we turn this around?
Look down, here's Jackson. And that's going to wind up incomplete as that gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. Nice drives quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
You know, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. To throw, Richardson. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And this is incomplete. Could have been a touchdown, but all it is now is a 3rd down. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, kid. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
They'll air it out on 3rd. That is incomplete. He keeps feeding it to his back, but this one, a rare miss. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Going for it on 4th, Richardson. Ooh, puts some air under this one, right side. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
50% hit rate on 4th down, while not horrible, to me signifies something even more important, Kate, and that's that this offense is going to continue to be aggressive. It's been their mindset throughout, and I don't think it's going to change anytime soon.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Jackson. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. Breaks through and breaks away. Keeps it moving. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Complete to Joe Mixon. Touchdown.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get him on a handoff, pin off a pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, and he can do his damage. Big time.
Here's Luke for the point after. Send right down the middle and good. And that blows their lead to 9.
Ravens 24, Colts 15. Tyler Luke to kick off for
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set 1st and 10. Richardson now. Finds him on a slant. He's going to be forced down. He picks up about 19 yards. And it's going to be 1st down to Indianapolis.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
6-yard line.
Throwing now, Richardson. Pressure's there, and they get him a big loss back at the 43. And dose of the hurry up here.
A loss of 11. It's 2nd and 21 at the 43-yard line.
Richardson now on 2nd. one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this third quarter. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's the Colts ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
79 Broncos. 70 Timberwolves. Rig. Dragon 60. 18 Rattler.
Here's Richardson. He's not going to get away from this. They're all over him. They drop it with the 33. That is Mike Green. And that's going to force fourth down. Quite a ways to go.
All right, up to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long. And on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Fourth and forever coming up.
19 tight. 19 tight. 70.
Desperation time here. Escapes the pocket. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced. Brock had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Running with Mixon out of the gun. They get to him. He's hit, brought down after a gain of about 10. That's going to set up a Ravens first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Keeping it with Mixon. And he got what he could there. Call it about 4 yards on first down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should be able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. Yeah, nothing doing there. Lucky if you got a yard after that catch. Yep, they're going to give him a lone yard, so that means it's fourth down. Tyler Loop after the Ravens to attempt this field goal. His first kick was good. His second look from 35 yards away. Loop knocks it through. And that grows their lead to 12.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. We know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
All set up. Here's Loop to kick it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. It's a designed run for Richardson. Hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. And the Ravens make the recovery.
I'll tell you this, Kate, the duality of quarterbacks in the league today continues to amaze me. It's remarkable how well they can throw it and run it. But in that case, when you turn into running back, what do you got to do? You've got to protect the football at all costs. He doesn't, and it gives that defense an extra possession.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
And understandably, they're happy to just let this clock run down to our 2-minute warning. Ravens looking like they'll start this season with a win. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. Still has room inside the 15. It's a Baltimore touchdown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Here's Luke for the point after.
For the extra point.
This one splits the uprights. It is good. And their lead now up to 19 points.
34, Colts 15. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set. 1st and 10. Richardson back to throw. Completed over the middle. It's going to be taken down here, but not before the play gets him 12 big yards and a first down.
That's good for a Colts. First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Richardson. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Gotta hurry this to the line.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Colts first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He completes it in traffic. He's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And this is going to break even, Brock, but nothing more than that. He goes out right along that line of scrimmage. So 2nd and 10.
He's out of bounds.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Cut near the goal line. And stopped at the 1. All right, so they're going to have to get that final yard. They're going to have to earn it. 1st and goal.
And the Colts first down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
It's a design keeper. It's Richardson. And he gets in. Touchdown. Extra point attempt coming up. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And that cuts the lead down just a bit. It's now 12.
22.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Starting this drive with a design run. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. A designed run, Jackson keeping it. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. One down.
Get ready. Give me that turnaround. Yeah, that's it. Jesus, the king out of Queensbridge. At ease us with your lyrical thesis. Me just chilling, buildings, high ceilings, billions of my vision.